Hey guys, and welcome back to Sports Design School, where we teach you everything you need to know to create high-quality sports designs in Adobe Photoshop. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to take a quick moment to welcome all of our new subscribers to our channel. I've noticed that we've been picking up steam a little bit in our subscriber count lately, which is awesome. I think we're just over 400 subscribers now, which makes us only 99,999,600 subscribers short of our goal of 100 million subscribers. I know we can get there within the next few months, guys, so let's keep it up. No, I'm just kidding with that one, but it would be awesome. But today, if you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what this video is about, but we're gonna be recreating this gold Tom Brady design in Photoshop. It's actually super easy to do, and you can do it in just a few clicks, surprisingly enough. So I'm just gonna start off by walking through setting up the document itself. I know you guys mentioned you always wanna see that part. So I'm just gonna go and hit File, New, and for my dimensions here, I just have 1920 by 2400. Now, if you wanna know why, 1920 is just kind of the standard width for a lot of screens, like your phone or TV or whatever. A lot of them kind of orient around that 1920 scale. And then we want a 5:4 aspect ratio, so we want it a little bit taller than wide. So I have it at 2400. Resolution 300, all of that good stuff. These are the rest of my settings if you want to pause and check those out for yourself. Perfect. So we have our blank document here. Now, we also need our Tom Brady PNG, which I literally just Googled Tom Brady PNG. And I'm just gonna take this and drag it into Photoshop. Simple enough, and then hit Command-T to scale it to the size I want to. Now, one thing before I do that, I will note, is when you scale stuff in Photoshop, make sure you convert it to a smart object first. And let me explain why. So when you just import something into Photoshop and it's not a smart object, and then you go to scale it, Photoshop actually keeps it at the size that it was imported into Photoshop. So when you scale it up, it gets all pixelated and stuff. And that's kind of why a lot of people's images look a little bit blurry or a little bit kind of fuzzy. It's because they just imported it and it looked kind of small, and then they scaled it up, and then that's kind of a byproduct of that. When you create a smart object, Photoshop automatically preserves the image quality so that when we scale it up, it looks nice and clean. So that is perfect, just like that. Now, for this design, we're gonna use a Photoshop action. Now, I've talked about actions once before on this channel. We did a LeBron James powder explosion Photoshop action tutorial, and this one is right in line with that. Super easy to do. All of you guys can do it 100%. But today we're going to be using this Photoshop action from Creative Market called the Dripping Gold Photoshop action. Now, if this is something you're interested in, let's just say you watch the video and you're like, wow, that's awesome, I really want to check that out. It's only $9 here on Creative Market. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to click on that and purchase it for yourself. But back to our, well, actually, I'll walk you through the step of installing the action in case you're just kind of new to using actions in general. So you open up our Photoshop window, and we have our action files right here that we downloaded. And so you can go through and see based on your Photoshop version that you're using which ones you need to install. So I have Creative Cloud 2017 Plus, so I'm just going to click on that, and you'll notice it has this .atn file right here. So what we're going to want to do is go up to Window, and then Actions, and that'll open up a list of your actions that you have installed on your computer. I have quite the list here, as you can see. And then we're going to go up here to this button and hit Load Actions. And what that will do is it'll bring you up to your dialog, your download folder, and you'll be able to go in and select the file that we just showed right here. I'm not going to do it because I already have it installed, obviously, but that's how you do that. And then you need to install one more thing, and it's this drippinggoldbrushes.abr file. And the way you do that is you can hit B on your keyboard to bring up your brush. We're going to go over here and hit the drop down and then hit this gear and hit import brushes. And it'll be the same kind of thing. It'll take you to your downloads and you'll just choose that file, the .abr file. And that's all you have to do. So once we have our action installed, which was pretty easy, now we're just going to go on with the rest of our design. And from here, this design becomes a breeze. I'm serious. It's so easy, guys. So what we want to do to start off is we want to take this layer and duplicate the layer. We're just going to hold Alt and drag down. And that's how you duplicate your layer. And then what we want to do is make sure we have a background layer. Actions require like certain file setups in order to work properly. You'll see in a second if that's kind of confusing, but that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to go up with my back layer selected and hit Layer, New, Background from Layer. And you can see we have a background right here. It also added like the white to it, so that works too. Now we have this cutout layer right here, and we're going to need to title this brush. And you'll see all that is a cutout of our image. I think when they created the action, their intention was you would actually take a brush and like go through and paint all of the parts on your image that you wanted to cut out. But since we already have the cutout done, we can just choose brush. And what this will do is it'll tell our action what parts of the image we want to remain visible when putting together the final product of our image. Now I'm going to go up to my actions window right here, which again, if you don't have pulled up, just go down to window and hit actions. And what we're going to do with our brush layer selected is just hit the dripping gold action that we installed, and then just make sure you click on this one right here, and we're going to hit the play button. And we're going to sit here and wait for probably about 10 seconds, which is a good time to remind you that if you're not subscribed to our channel already, please subscribe. It seriously helps so much in terms of creating awesome videos like this. The more subscribers we get, the more people we can reach, and yada, yada, yada. And also, if you're learning something new in this video or you're just enjoying it in general, think I'm a fun guy, make sure you drop a like on this video. We really appreciate your support. So as you can see, the action is running through our design and creating all of the things for us. And we can just sit here and observe. That looks pretty good. You can see our action is done now. And that looks awesome. So if we wanted to leave it at that, we could. I love taking actions and kind of adding a couple tweaks to them to give them my own influence. Just to have like my own creativity shine through on our designs. I really love the way red and gold, like this metallic gold, look together. So I'm going to go through to this layers panel, and I'm just going to go to the background color. And I'm just going to put in CC10000, which is a great shade of red in my opinion. And I'm going to turn the vignette, who really knows how to pronounce that? And I'm going to turn the opacity down on that just a little bit. Perfect. And then I'm going to go up to the very top here, and I'm just going to hit T on my keyboard to bring up the type tool, and then type in dgoat. Just like that. I'm going to position it in the center. One of these places. I'm just going to leave it there for now. That's good enough. Move it down a little bit and change our text color to white. Now I think if we go back to the original, yeah, this was smaller. No worries, we can just go here, hit Command T, and scale that down. Just like that. It's going to load for a second. Oh, our vignette seems to have carried over. We're going to make that back the way it was. You know what? Forget that. Command Z, Command Z. we're just gonna leave it like this for now. And as you can see, that's all you really have to do to recreate this design in Photoshop. So guys, if you've learned something new in this video, or you just enjoy the channel in general, make sure you drop a like. We really appreciate when you guys do that. We've seen, especially in the last few weeks, huge amounts of people coming to the channel, which is awesome. That's really our goal, is we want to get more people involved in sports design, and we think giving away all of the information, quite literally step by step, is the best way of doing it. We're not going to hide things from you guys. We're going to be as transparent as possible. I'm even going to give away this PSD if you guys want to check it out, play around with it on your own. That'll be down in the description, so make sure you hit that link. But other than that, make sure you subscribe to our channel if you aren't already. We'll have more awesome videos just like this coming out very soon, so make sure you don't miss out on those. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.